Nothing like a good old 1911. Hey there! You found yourself back at Firearm Fury. Thanks for tuning in. Today I am going to review a 1911. Now, let's make sure it's clear before we get going here. We're clear. As you can see, we're clear. This is a Sig Sauer 1911. So you can see it's the RCS model. All blacked out. Got a few matte stainless parts, skeletonized trigger. Good looking gun if I can say so myself. Here's a close up of the sights. They're night sights. It's what it comes with. I really like them. Anyway, just a 1911, but it's an officer model. So the standard 1911, more of a range gun, has a 5-inch barrel. This is an officer model, so it actually has a 4-inch barrel. The grip may be slightly shorter than the original full-size model. I'm not sure, but this grip feels really good. As you can see, I get my entire pinky on it, and then it has this little grip safety, as with all 1911s. I believe it fits really nice in the hand. That's one thing I like about 1911s. They're just comfortable. I mean, I guess there's a reason they've been around so long. So nice little, more of a compact 1911, but not subcompact. Feels great. I feel like it's a good carry gun. It's a good range gun. Just a great overall gun. I've really loved it. No issues. I shot factory full metal jackets in it. Mainly I shoot cast bullets in it, cast powder coated bullets. They function great. Now the one thing about 1911 compared to other pistols, say you're used to Glocks and striker fire pistols, 1911s I feel as though you need to keep them a little cleaner than those, and you need to keep them oiled up. They like a little bit more oil than those Glocks and other striker fire pistols. Now that being said, it runs great. Haven't had any issues with it, but you can definitely tell it runs better when it's clean and has a little bit of oil on the slide and parts. Now you may be asking yourself, why did I go with Sig? Well, you know, I've always thought Sig has made some great firearms, especially pistols. And I did a bunch of research, and I found that they hand fit their parts. It just seemed to be a good quality gun in 1911, a quality 1911. Most 1911s are, but this one has an aluminum frame, obviously steel slide, and some aluminum parts, some steel parts. Looks great, and there was a good deal on it, so that's why I went with this one. And I really do like the 4-inch option that I got. Now, I'll show you a close-up and a disassembly here in a minute. But first of all, I want to take you to the range. We'll do some shooting with it. We'll do an accuracy test. Follow me, and I'll see you out on the range. Alright, let's got this guy out here at 20 yards. We'll do some accuracy tests and see how we can do. Now I've got a cranny set up there, so we'll just cranny it and see what kind of velocities we're getting. Now I've got these 230 grain round nose cast and powder coated bullets. I've reloaded these, so we'll test them. Here's a close-up of that powder coated cast bullet. Then we'll shoot a group of this over the cranny, see what we think. Alright, here we go. I'm shooting into that infestation, so hopefully we can do alright. I'll be aiming at that bottom target. Gosh dang it. Been having some issues lately with forgetting to put my ears on. Pretty stupid. Pretty stupid of me. Well, it was looking good until I pulled the last few shots, it looks like. Alright, here's the 230 grain reloaded. Alright, the 230 grain reloaded. This is the 230 grain factories. Okay, to give you an idea of the size compared to a subcompact pistol, we've got a subcompact 9mm here. This is a Walther. This is a Walther PPS, chambered in 9mm. Now I do have the extended mag on, and it holds 7 rounds. Make sure this is clear. We're good. Here's the Sig with the magazine. Pretty much hangs just a little bit over. So take a look at the width side by side, and now I'll get my calipers and we'll measure the width. One thing I've found with carrying is the width I feel like the width is a pretty big deal when carrying. So here we go. The width for the Walther is 0.928. Okay, now let's see the width on the 1911. So they are both single stack, and the width on the 1911 is 0.915. So pretty close. I mean, you probably don't even notice the difference. Now, this extended magazine holds 7 rounds, as I said before, and this magazine holds 7 rounds for the 1911. So let's compare. I'll put this right on top. And there you can see. So the 1911 is just a hair bigger, just a hair longer, as you can see. Maybe, okay, maybe not a hair, probably about 3/4 of an inch to an inch. And with the extended mag in the Walther, they're pretty close. The handle length is pretty close. The 1911 is just a hair bigger. So pretty similar size, but the 19 is a little bit bigger. It is just a little thinner. The handle length is a little longer, and the barrel is a little longer. So not too big of a difference. Just the main difference is in the length. But the awesome thing is you've got 7 rounds of 45 ACP. I mean, the 45 ACP, that's got significantly more power than a 9mm. and you've got 7 rounds. So pretty awesome, and that's just why I went with the 45. You know, I thought it would be a great carry gun. It would also perform well at the range. So I thought it would be a good choice instead of the full size. Now, obviously, there's reasons you choose 9 over 45. I'm not going to go into that. I'm just saying these are some of the reasons that I got this pistol. Now, the trigger. What do you think about the trigger, Firearm Fury? Well, compared to the Walther and other striker fire pistols, the trigger is absolutely amazing. And the difference is, obviously, it's a much lighter trigger pull. It's a lot shorter. The trigger pull is crisp, and it is pretty smooth. I say pretty smooth because it could probably get a little smoother, but it's not. That's kind of being nitpicky. So it's a great trigger. I love shooting this pistol. It's an all great pistol, and you've seen the accuracy. So let's disassemble this bad boy. So this is a little more difficult than a striker fire pistol, but it's really not that bad at all. So first, you're going to need to depress this, I don't know, we'll just call it an end cap. And then turn the barrel bushing to the left. Release this slowly, as there's obviously spring tension on it. And you can take the spring out. Then the barrel bushing, move it to the other side. And pull on and give a little twist till it comes out. Now, you'll see you've got the slide release right here. And you've got little cutouts in the slide. First one is where this slide release catches right there to hold the slide open. Second one is for disassembly. First, you should remove the magazine. Then you can move this slide in place. On the back end, there's the back side of the pin. Go ahead and push that. And you can take your pin out and go ahead and slide the barrel off. To get the barrel out, pretty simple. Just move this forward, pull it right out, and there you go. As you can tell, this is a steel frame. And then here's a close-up of the barrel. It's your standard 1911 barrel. Big bore barrel. Then you've got your aluminum lower. And while you've got it taken apart, you may as well clean it. Well, what do we do with all these parts now? We've got to put it back together. So start with the slide, get the barrel, make sure this little thing is pushed down against the barrel, and slide it in. You'll feel it kind of click into place and catch into place. And then we get the recoil rod. There's a little half crescent on one side. You put that inside, up against the notch on the bottom of the barrel. Grab your spring. Got to put the right side in. Throw that up against the recoil rod. Now you're going to need to make sure to keep this little circular thing on the barrel. You don't want that to go up like this, because that's what this pin is going to have to go through, that little circle. So go like that, and then we'll put it on the slide. Then we'll put the slide on the lower. Now sometimes you got to tilt that back a little bit so that you can get that little circular thing on the barrel pushed back into the right spot. Now you'll be able to see through it. Now if your barrel's sticking clear out here, you know that it's not lined up properly. So the barrel should just barely be sticking out, and then you should be able to see through that hole that the pin goes through, and you'll know you're in the right spot. So go ahead and start the pin, and then push the slide back so that it lines up perfectly with your slide release button and slash pin. Lines up perfectly, and then apply some pressure and it will snap right in. But the barrel's out, you see? While I was messing around, that barrel came out, so it's not going to work because I'm not through that little hole. So now I'm going to have to take this, I'm going to have to line up that slide again, pull out the pin, that sneaky little feller, and then push that barrel back into place. Okay, now I'm lined up. Okay, so there we go. Got that hole lined up. You can line up that little notch. Make sure your pin is slightly below it, below the notch in the slide, and then apply some pressure and it will go right in. Now we'll get your barrel bushing on, and you can turn a little bit to the right, and then once it's in, go back to the left, get your recoil spring bushing, barrel bushing, push it in, and then slide your barrel bushing over it, and works perfectly. So there you go, there's the disassembly. Well, you've seen what I've thought. Again, I love this gun. It's worked great, it's been very reliable, no issues with it whatsoever. I mean, just a great pistol. Now let me know what your thoughts are, and hopefully this was helpful to you. If you're looking for a 1911, buy once, get a nice one. You won't regret it. Remember to smash that like button and to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Firearm Fury.